You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But...
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration! If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Dang, she's a bitch.
I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes, but the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little... Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were...
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Fenty, Jongli, Nahida.
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not—
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh,
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those...
ooh, I've got to see this.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorent. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Yeah, she's right. Just a...
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not...
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, according to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first...
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
Worse than the riot show. She made him take people's visions. At least she knows.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order...
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy.
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope...
You call that?
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh? I'm not sure what to think.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. So, now...
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician.
I just know a few simple tricks I use. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where...
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by...
My brother's always excited to...
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to...
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. You really mean it? This is a magical item known as a magic...
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me... I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy... It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the... Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as...
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed...
That's exactly what the people did at first. But... in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine...
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now...
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby.
What's this? So you all...
What? You mean...
No, I believe in the prophecy. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, So, if you ask me...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
I mean, you're good to drown. Oh. Living is the same.
What do you think?
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's... Oh, a magic pocket? Thanks. Please, also thank the magician.
Let's move out.
I don't want that thing. Wait, life is all about living in the moment.
You should still take it.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given... I really can't imagine what...
Let's move out.
But where would I move to? Snezhnaya? Liyue?
Breathtaking.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did... Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes.
Is there anything else you need to do?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help.
Oh, that would be much appreciated.
Let's move out. It seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers. Positions.
Want me to come along? You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with...
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. Watch her movement.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should... You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll... All right, let's go.
The wind knows me. Time to go.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be trying to... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, let's...
Are you sure that's all she took?
No, that was all. Anyway, I should be going now.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny
Oh,
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it.
You're right. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled, but at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't...
what a slippery little thief. Guess...
All right, let's put this little detour behind us.
Just what will we come across this time?
thanks to a viral video they made of a guy naring his butthole. Just full up thanks to a viral video they made. Nothing like that. It's just his brown balloon knot getting nared. And it was totally fine, still on the platform. And that's thanks to their educational content override policy where you can have things like a chocolate starfish getting de-haired without censorship, and it's okay because there's educational context around it. Though in this case, with the iShowSpeed cock situation, I don't exactly know what argument you'd make for it being educational unless it's like this is educational because it demonstrates how not to react to a jump scare, I guess. I don't know. But since it's accidental, they might have some flexibility on not, like, banning him for it outright. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens with it, but I don't think this is going to end up with, like, the termination of his account or anything. But he may get some kind of community guideline strike which would prevent him from streaming for a certain period of time. And to think this whole situation could have been avoided if he just wore underwear. This isn't a segue into an ad or anything like that. I was just thinking to myself, when was the last time I wore pants without underwear? And it's been so long. I'm 29 years old now, so I've started to get those old man nuts that hang real low and just bounce around chaotically. So if they're not supported by underpants, those bastards will just be swinging around like they're playing a game of tetherball with each other. My testicles will just be going hog wild down there, and it doesn't feel great.
strategy.
So I couldn't even imagine myself, like, jumping around and being active without undergarments on. I would injure myself very quickly. Now, of course, when it comes to on-stream wiener moments, the great dark side Phil always comes up.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around! People in Fontaine really know how to use water!
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is all—
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just, besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Huh?
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
Oh, I'd never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the aquabus. What are you doing in Fontaine?
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always, though we still have no idea how the Hydro are.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh?
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte? Any big—
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, you can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from, for example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. Ah, you're right. Seems you know me pretty well. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case.
You mean the serial disappearances of—
That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and if I'm the first with a draft ready to when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears.
So, what is the serial
That's right! The first missing girl case happened and ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the case is, but the scariest part is that to this day, many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible, but either way, I believe—
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to...
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well.
I have an interview to get to.
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and...
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all.
Yeah, can be there.
Because DSP has one of the most iconic stream clips of all time where he didn't realize he was live and then started masturbating. But you couldn't see any shaft or anything. The schlong was still left to the imagination. He did finish. He tilts his head back in ecstasy as he finishes.
with nature. Time to go. The wind knows me.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Oh, they all just went out of...
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be... Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal...
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more...
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of...
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and...
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are...
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to... It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where... When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted... Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make... Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry. It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers. It rained for longer than I suspected.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the opera house.
Oh, are you leaving?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, perhaps we could trouble the I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted. and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative.
No trouble at all.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Oh, no need.
Thanks again, you two.
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh, no. We're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are.
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to...
Whoa.
I can't say for sure, but who knows?
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here?
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a...
But where does a big machine like...
Ah, well, it's a little complicated, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of...
Huh? How can...
Well, I'm not completely sure of... When a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make... But... Paimon still doesn't get... Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by...
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called... It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're...
You again! Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next...
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by...
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop.
Hey, hold on! Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you... If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of...
You're from Northland Bank.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Either way you look at it, it seems...
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
Hey, you!
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this.
You kidding? Aren't you the... Listen to me, boy. If you want...
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys,
can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Paimon should...
You can run, but you can't hide. Yeah. No time to lose. Yeah.
What's your deal, Brad?
Oh, now you notice. It. Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control.
Strange. How could that happen?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child?
Well, I guess it's because...
Huh? What kind of
I don't know, but recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power.
Maybe you losing
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me because I had awakened it. And traces of it.
But what is it?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's in my dream. I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me,
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we...
that's just an abstract form. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves, so why don't you just go ask your...
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident but it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking.
What? More work for...
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been...
Official champion?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court. They're given one chance to defend. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stop. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to... And the worst-case scenario is that you're though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has... So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused.
So, do many people actually...
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled. Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorend.
Well, that's child for ya.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if... Besides, I just need you to hold on...
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want to...
Whatever gave...
That sneaky guy. Well... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the sorry. Paimon was just the whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one... Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. on air in ES. So let's go ride the Aquabus!
I think I have a secret child that I've never met before. To explain, right after college, I had a little trouble finding a job. Most places that would hire me would soon end up firing me. I just wasn't really good at work. So to afford rent and food in Los Angeles, I decided to pick up a side hustle, donating sperm. It's a little weird, but you can make a lot of money. $75 a load. The process to sign up's a little weird. They check you for STDs, which makes sense, but they also check that you're above 5'9" and have a college degree. I passed all the exams and even made one donation, but right after the donation, they asked me a question. Do you want to talk to your kid when they turn 18 years old? That scared the shit out of me, and I never went back. So, I think... I'm here, what happened? Late to the party.
This stray cat became a famous celebrity in Turkey after he was reported to patrol the subway station every day, as if he were an official security guard. Rain or shine, you can always find him stationed at the check-in and check-out entrance, taking his...
I'm pretty sure Kokomi is not welcome in Fontaine. She's probably even considered as a criminal. But what did she do? Honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not like she went on a killing spree. She just adopted a wild hydro cube, gave it some shelter in a dark old cave, away from the sun and where no one can find it. I'm pretty sure Kokomi is not welcome in Fontaine. She's probably even considered as a criminal. But what did she do? Honestly, I don't...
He is potentially one of the worst characters I
Art is the key.
But hypothetically, you could barrel stuff an enemy as the Dendro Traveler has a lot of issues, in my opinion. So, attacks like that.
Into the wind! One with nature! Time to go. Cheer! Follow the wind. Cheer! Time to go.
No, I'm tired.